And here we go into a brand new week. This is 1100. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and this is One Street Over. Oh my goodness, it's a brand new week. Lots going on, and you may notice I've got this is the assigned attire. If you're going to be watching the eclipse today, you're supposed to be wearing a moon pie shirt. That's what I've been told. I mean, where's your moon pie shirt, Bill?
I left it at home.
The moon pie shirt.
I had a sun shirt and I left it at home.
But Bill Jones is here because we want an update on what's going on with the eclipse. And I know schools are in session. Everybody's like, why didn't they let the kids out? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Okay. Here's the thing. The kids will probably get a better understanding of the eclipse if they stay in school with their science teachers. I know that our science teachers are going to do something with our kiddos at Greenbrier High School today. And I purchased glasses for my classroom so they can, go out and take a look at it throughout the day. This is a day that we planned on doing a pack-in day at my parents' home.
When does school get out?
Kentucky.
When does
3? But it'll be after the totality.
It'll be.
And we're not getting totality.
2:04 or something.
Yeah. And I put the schedule. I'm out today. I put in for this day, because my mom passed right after Christmas, and so we have several days that we can go and take care of family business. And so I knew that we were in the eclipse today, and with us not being in totality, Paducah is. And, I'm from the Mayfield, Paducah area, but now, honestly, the totality line is literally like a mile from the farm I grew up on. So I've been looking at it. So more than likely, we'll take a break from packing and drive on up into maybe to Riverfront and so we can see it in totality. Because guys, these are things you're not going to get an opportunity to do again. When did you say the next one was? It's in 20 years, correct?
20 years.
About 20 years, and it won't be through here.
2040.
Yeah.
5 or something, 4.
Yeah.
Something
and
like
so
that.
I was telling my students the other day, I said, I was trying to emphasize the importance of take a minute to enjoy this. Some of them are like, well, I'm not going to school and I'm, all these kind of things. And I'm going to go take a nap. I'm like, are you kidding me? We had so much fun in 2017 when the totality was here. We had a blast. And show them this stuff you've got because you did this with your business. There we go.
My
Bill's
business,
ready.
I gave these away to people.
Yeah.
I feel like a blind person. I can't see anything.
You can't see anything.
If you can see through them, you don't. They're not.
They're not
good.
the right ones, right?
And I used to have these. I gave these things away. This was a little booklet in 2017.
Yeah,
it talked about the eclipse, and
I love it. I
keep it as a souvenir now. I have a few of them at home.
That's awesome. I love that, and we had so much fun. We had friends of ours that I had met when I was at the Blaze, the Sealam family, and I forget where they were living at the time. When I met them, they were living in Utah, and they came in. She calls me. Susan goes, LaVern, y'all in totality. Can we come and be there? And they ended up staying a couple of days with us, and we had the best time. And I had one of my kids that was still in college that came up from the Jackson area, and then my son that is so into this that got the amazing footage from space because they did a weather balloon.
Yeah,
Bill, have you not seen that? They had the SEDS Club. It's a space exploration club. And so they sent up a weather balloon, and they got footage of the shadow over it was amazing. And they got all kinds of accolades for it. And he did some photographs that if you go to the Greenbrier High School Facebook page and go to the Greenbrier High School video production page, the news that we posted today, I included his pictures because I wanted the kids to see it because it's got that diamond and all of it. He got all of it, and it's just beautiful. But anyway, there's so many cool things, and while we're not going to be in totality, we're pretty close. What did you say the coverage is?
95%, I think.
95%,
which is good enough. I mean, it's not.
Believe it.
It's not bad.
So as close as I am in West Kentucky, do you think I should drive to Riverfront Park just for totality?
I wouldn't. No, I think you're not going to see much difference.
Okay. My husband's saying that because we got a lot to do at the house.
Yeah,
we got a lot to
do that.
And so he's like, I don't want to drive all the way up to Riverfront Park. And I'm like, so I don't know. And but I've got my glasses. I've got the glasses for the kiddos. Got them for my grandkids and all those things. And here's something too I want you to take note of. Hand me those glasses for a second if you don't mind,
Okay.
Bill. So, everybody's selling you all the little fancy lenses and stuff, guys. This is all you need to do. Your phone. I tell the kiddos, we buy all these fancy cameras.
Yeah, don't do it without the glasses on your phone.
No,
still burn a hole in the eye.
Yeah, and all you have to do is cover your camera with these glasses, and you will get some great stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a tripod set up, and I'm just going to hit video record.
Tripod, good. Instead of holding it. Yeah.
And I'm going to put it on a tripod. I'm going to cover the camera with these lenses, and I'm just going to hit record. And I'm going to see what we get on the other side of it as far as images and stuff. And then I may even take my husband's and do something as far as doing some actual.
Also,
I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
If you use a telescope, be sure and put some kind of lens on there or that, because it could still hurt you.
And one of my co-teachers, I'm not going to say out, bro, but I know they've got the telescope out today, and they're going to do that. And he's got some special lenses and stuff. But now the little deal that I was telling you about putting the lens over the phone, I got that from my kid who's really into this. They're in Arkansas. They went to Arkansas this weekend.
I imagine a lot of people.
And they're camping because they want to. I don't know if they're going to do another weather balloon because they really can't beat what they got last time.
Right.
I mean, they really can't touch what they got because they just knocked it out of the park. But they may, and they're older now. They're not college people. They're actually, adults.
Well, one thing about the last time and this time, the sun is 400 times larger than the moon. But this time the moon is 400 times closer to make a better eclipse than we had last time, because it's going to last twice as long this time as it did last time.
How long? Okay, so how long will it last today?
4 minutes. Let's see. I got it written down here. Where did I write that now? The other one was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Right. This one's 4 minutes, and I forget now. I must have not.
So it's twice as long. So
twice as long, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But I just love that you're so into this, and you've been watching the weather for a couple of weeks now, kind of giving us a projection on
I
when.
think it's going to be okay. We got a good chance of a clear sky.
Okay.
Luckily, it wasn't last night.
Well, yeah.
I didn't get a bit of rain last night. I thought it was all coming in here, and it didn't.
I did because my animals all came in with wet fur, so we got a little bit.
Did you really?
Yeah, not
You're
much.
Not far from me.
We
I'm
didn't
surprised.
get much.
Yeah.
But I have a somewhat feral kitty cat that comes in for treats at night, and he came in with his fur all wet. So I was like, well, I guess it rained somewhere, But I'm talking with Bill Jones, and if you're not aware of who Bill is and what he does, he has been around forever. Grew up here. He is definitely one of our historical go-tos when it comes to anything of history. And
I went back in old newspapers and I copied down everything they said about eclipse a long time ago. They were amazed by it.
Yeah.
They didn't know as much as we know, that's for sure. But the chickens even went to roost.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I mean, and it's just something that you don't get to see real often. I don't think people realize how rare it is. Because we talk about it at eclipse and eclipse.
There is a total eclipse somewhere every 18 months. Okay. Somewhere on Earth. Here, we kind of wait another 20 years.
Okay.
Which I don't think I'm going to make that.
You never know.
I'll be 100.
So? I
don't think so.
There's people, you just never know, Bill. You never know. And honestly, none of us ever know. And I mean, I'm planning on, I told my students the other day, I said, it's going to be 20 years. And I said, you will have to drive a few hours to see it when, it's wherever it will be. And I said, I'll be 80. I'll be 81. And one of my students looked at me and went, what? Like, really?
That's what I am now.
Shocked. He was just so shocked. And I was like, yeah, life marches on, brother. But and it's all good. We all get to go home and be restored. So it's all good.
Everybody wants to know when to start. And a good time is no later than 1 o'clock, I think, or 12:45.
Yeah.
Because it's total, the very center of the total eclipse is 2:03 or 2:04 p.m. So from there on to 3 o'clock, probably, between 1 and 3 o'clock would be a good time to stay and watch wherever you are.
Well, and what I'm planning on doing is setting up my camera and get some footage. I may do like a time lapse thing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But then as I approach as close to totality as we're going to get, then make sure I get all of that time.
Yeah.
And kind of see, and if you go and look at the newscast that's in there today, you will see as I talked to Elijah quite a bit about how he photographed. And I started to set up camera. With me not being there, if I were there, it would be a little different. But since I'm not there, I started to set up a camera for the kids. But I'm like, I don't think I need to. They can do that with your phone. You can do so much with your phone that you have. And I just told them, I said, just cover your lens with the glasses that I have there. And the one thing that Elijah said is, when it is completely covered, if you're in a totality situation, you can remove the lens. I mean, you can remove the glasses
right.
anymore, and you can look up at it and see it. But you need to make sure that if it's not in totality, which we're not here, you don't need to do that.
Well, you're going to have a little edge to it.
Yeah.
So I'd be careful about removing lens. Since it's 95%, you're still going to have a little bit of sun.
Yeah.
They're shining. So.
It'll be interesting, but you'll hear I was telling the kids, I said, the thing that fascinated me the most the last time was, and we had just a perfect viewing of it last time. It was cool. But the coolest thing I think was when I heard the frogs started croaking. And the crickets started chirping. Like
I've heard that.
And it was because we're down there on the creek, and we were down on the creek. One of the kids, one of the Sealam boys, had brought this sheet out because he wanted to see all the squigglies, and it was cool. It was cool.
Shadow bands is what they call it.
Yeah, I could squigglies. Squigglies is a technical term, but we're talking with Bill Jones about all things eclipse. And if you want to have totality, and you don't have something going on today, and you want sunny skies, Paducah's looking really good. Paducah's looking bright sunshine right at 2:00. Go down to Riverfront in Paducah, and you'll have complete totality. And it's only 2 hours from here, guys. It's a quick drive up 24. Go down exit 24.
But it'll be a crowd. It'll be a crowd.
Oh, of course it will. Ooh. But it'll be a crowd, and probably right there on Riverfront. And so I'll probably be staying on Oak Ridge Farm and keep packing up. But anyway, it's going to be a fun day. I've got I take care of the digital sign at Greenbrier, and so I put up there a reminder eclipse. I put like a big orange sign up with, eclipse 2024. So just to remind the kiddos. And I just wonder how many kids are going to be laying out today. You need to go to school.
Yeah.
Well, for one thing, we're so close to the end of the year, and we're in our testing. We start officially EOC testing, which is end of course testing for high school. And I'm not sure what they call it for the kiddos, but the high school testing starts a week from today. So if you're a math teacher and you're trying to get
when is school out?
We get out on the 25th is a half day. But so I think everybody's out on the 25th.
5th of May.
Yes.
That's my birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
So that's on Sunday, I think.
No. It's
Saturday?
It's on a Friday, I think.
I don't think so.
Hang on, let me look. I'll tell you. My twins were born on the 23rd of May. My granddaughter on the 18th of May. Okay, the 25th is on a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
So our last day of school for Robertson County is the 24th. And the way it works for high school is we get into our finals on that Wednesday and Thursday. And so, because we're on a block schedule, just kind of unpack it for you parents if you're not, only reason I know this because I've been teaching now. But the finals for high school will be on the 22nd and 23rd. And the way they do it, because we're in a block schedule, we have first and second block, in the morning, third and fourth is in the afternoon. So third and fourth block finals will be on the 22nd, which is Wednesday. And then you'll be done you won't have third and fourth block again. On the 23rd, you'll come in and you'll have first and second block finals. And then the kids, with parental permission, at least at Greenbrier, I don't know how it is. I think it's kind of up to each administration in each school. But at Greenbrier, the policy is if you have gotten everything done and with parental permission, you have to have a written note, then you can leave after your second block final. And then as long as you have to give them a self-addressed stamped envelope so we can mail you your report card and you're done. Now, if you want to pick up your report card, you can come in on the 24th and get that. We'll have a table set up to distribute report cards on the 24th. And then the elementary is different. So, but that's the high school schedule. But yeah, we're done on the 24th. And then you have a birthday on the 25th. So is that your 81st birthday?
80.
You're 80?
80. Mm-hmm.
So are y'all going to have a big party?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm against that, but my wife keeps telling me we're going to do it.
You need to. I think so too.
I just soon skip that day.
Oh, come on. It's good. Are you kidding? What a blessing to live into your 80s.
Well, I hope I make it then.
Oh, listen at you. You know, but here's the thing, guys. Live well, live good. I just want to give condolences to my friends. Any of my friends that might be listening to this, we lost our dear friend Debbie Hart yesterday, who was about my age, but she had some diabetes issues and things like that for a long time, and that does damage to your internal organs. And this last time when they put her in the hospital this past week, I was very concerned, and so, but condolences to Mikey and all of them. And anyway, but live well, take care of yourself, do the best you can, and when we go home, and it's a joy. If you believe what we say we believe, guys, just live big and
at least you got something to look forward to when you die.
There you go.
I don't know how those people make it that are not believers.
I do not. Well, we're talking today. What all have you got here? Have you got anything that we have to
just
cover?
some statistics on it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let me do a break before we do that. Now I'll tell you, last week we had planned to have Lacey Bew come in from Willow Oak, and I got sick and we had to cancel it. And she was going to surprise me with somebody from the course, and I believe it was Dr. Chris Causey. And I'm so disappointed because he and I are just such dear friends and I miss him so much. But so she said he might pop in with her. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. But nonetheless, Lacey's going to come in here because we got the big gala. Do you say gala or gala?
Gala. I never heard the other way.
Gala?
Yeah.
Gala. Okay, we'll see. Gala or gala, potato or potato? What do you say? We say potato around here. But anyway.
Taters.
There you go. We just really get it right. So anyway, we're talking Eclipse with Bill Jones, but we need to stop and pause and talk about Cumberland Connect. We're in the gig club. You can be in the gig club too. If you want to have wonderful internet, well, I don't know. If you're a Cumberland Electric customer and you live right here in Robertson County and you haven't checked out Cumberland Connect yet, what are you waiting for? It's awesome. You can get packages in all price range. We say being in the gig club, that's $80 a month. You don't necessarily need a gig. My children tell me I don't need a gig, but they have it, so I want it too. And for a gig, you get high-speed internet, which is fabulous. And I just can't begin to tell you the difference it's made in my household. But if that sounds like a lot and you're somebody's like, man, I'm struggling to pay any kind of bill. Well, here's the deal. You can give them a call, and if you qualify, you can get in touch with the Affordable Connectivity Program, which will provide qualifying households with up to $30 per month to help pay for broadband services. They have packages starting at just $30 per month. It's a great deal. So reach out to them today, 800-987-2362, 800-987-2362. You can go and check them out at cumberlandconnect.org. You'll put in your address, and they'll say, hey, we're ready to come and get you all hooked up. Even if you're up in some of the other counties, I've forgotten my friend Lisa Fort. She's up in Sumner County, and they're getting ready to knock on her door too. So if you're in the Cumberland Electric group, then you're going to have access to Cumberland Connect, and they're getting real close to getting everybody connected. When you get in touch with them, when they get in touch with you, please always let them know their ad dollars are working. Tell them we appreciate them sponsoring One Street Over. Bill Jones is in the house, and we are talking all things Eclipse. This is the big Eclipse day, guys. Don't miss it. It's going to start just after noon. The best viewing is going to be just after 2. Then it'll be over after about 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the statistics?
Well, one thing I've read that I didn't think anything about was the whole 48 states, continental U.S., is going to see some form of eclipse. And that's amazing to me. I looked at different places. Atlanta's get 80% of the sun is covered. Los Angeles is 50% of the sun is covered, and Portland, Oregon is 20%. Which I thought, just us, but yeah. Everybody's going to get some part of it. Also, the one different now than it was in 2017 is that there is a 11-year solar cycle, sunspot cycle. It's called mass ejections, corona mass ejections, and when the eclipse is happening, you can see those things shoot out from the sun because the moon will be darkened. So they come out from the outer edge, which is plasma, cooler plasma of the sun. Well, actually, it's hotter than the inner plasma. But they shoot out and they head toward Earth, and they call a solar wind when they do that. And when it gets here, it disturbs our radio signals and some satellite signals and other things. But they pretty well beefed up satellites so it doesn't bother them. There is a satellite that's sent out in 2018 called Parker Solar Probe, and they want to get as close to the sun as they can, and it touched the sun. I don't know how they made anything that wouldn't melt, but they did.
Really?
And because the sun is millions of
I can't even
degrees,
that's
hot.
Insane. Yeah.
But this 11-year cycle in 17, we were at the low end of the cycle. Now this year we're at the upper end of the cycle, so that means there's more of it going to happen. So besides the Bailey beads, they talked about, that's when the moon gets over the sun. You can see little ridges, and that's the mountains on the moon that you're seeing outlined. And then you see the diamond ring, which is right before the sun gets fully eclipsed. It looks like little Bailey beads, and the real small, sharp sun in the middle looks like a diamond ring. Not only that, but you're going to see the flares. Maybe, probably, So.
Well, with all that said, that's probably, if my kiddo puts up if him and his buds, I can't say just him, he'll be like, Mother, I do have a lot of friends that help with this. But I like to brag on him, though, because he's pretty smart. And if they send up another weather balloon, that'll probably be why. So they can get because of the difference there and the fact that it's going to be twice as long.
But that's an iffy thing. We don't know. You never know when there's a flare. But they're always little ones.
Right.
And you could see those, but a major flare, I hope there is. But there was one that just came around, and I think is going back around on the other side of the sun right now that it would have been a biggie, But anyway, that's what the thing you'll see this time that you never saw before.
Okay. See, there's always something. It's just fascinating.
It is, yeah.
And any of you students, and you know who you are, one of them said, I'm going to go home and take a nap. Shame on you. No, you need to see this. You need to watch this. This is really, really cool. There
is, and I've seen several YouTubers, there is all this information going out about bad things. It's a bad omen and all this stuff. And one of them I saw was totally ridiculous. They make all this stuff. They make figures fit and everything to prove it. But they, you've heard of, in the Bible, Nineveh, and it was a bad place, and they had to go, and God said, we're going to destroy it, and then Jonah preached to them, they changed their mind.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying there's 7 Ninevehs, names of towns in the United States, and the eclipse is going across all 7. That's not true. That's 10 Ninevehs, actually, and it's just going to be the totality is only in 3 of them. So they keep making this stuff up.
Oh, my God.
And,
it drives me out.
It's mentioned in Revelations about the moon turning red and, the sun going dark, and that's not eclipse. Not an eclipse. So
that's crazy.
Don't worry about that stuff. It's not going to occur, not going to happen.
Yeah, well, what else? I mean, this is a big day, guys. And again, stop all the conspiracy stuff. Just stop it, stop it. It is amazing the way God created this world, and if you don't see God in all of this incredible design, then you're just not looking hard enough. But stop trying to create things where they're not there. Anyway,
there have been in history wars stopped because they had an eclipse. They didn't know anything what an eclipse was, and it would happen, and the war would stop. They would stop fighting because they were afraid of it. But it was found, the first guy, it was spotted in Babylon in the 7th century before Christ. And that's when they first recognized what it was. And then 2,000 years later, this British scientist named Edmund Halley was the first one to predict the timing of the eclipse. But he missed it by 20 miles and 4 minutes. The timing, 4 minutes, and the distance of 20 miles. So he did really well. But he used Isaac Newton mathematics to do that. But anyway, it's getting better and better and better.
But I mean, and the celestial signs have been a thing that has perplexed people since the beginning of time, and so the more we learn, it just becomes more fascinating. It just becomes more fascinating. Well,
it is.
Eyes to the sky, guys, but with your fun glasses, make sure you got some glasses on your face. Don't be looking at it without it. We have been lecturing.
Try something funny, because once you've damaged your eye, you can't fix it.
No, you cannot. And So be very careful and let the kiddos go to school and let their science teachers help them through this and show them all the cool stuff, and it'll be a lot of fun. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. And
I just live next door, so
he's
and walk over here.
Well, and we've just got so many of the same interest. And what have you got? What's next for you? I mean, have you got like anything with the radio stuff, the shortwave or the AM radio coming up?
Yeah, there's
We got a minute
I think AM radio is going to make a turn. Now, right now, AM radio is not very popular, but I think there's going to be a 0.2 or something, 2.0.
Really?
And with digital communications and all, I see some things on the horizon that may change AM radio quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about that sometime.
Okay, absolutely. That sounds good. I may get you in here sometime with my friend. Did you hear Pat Riley in here last week?
No.
He's about your age, and he has got an interesting background, but has been in radio and the military and all that. You guys have got... I think this would be an interesting conversation for the three of us to have. So,
talking about radio, we had a radio club meeting, amateur radio.
Yeah.
We had more people than we've ever had there. There's people really interested in it. We had 28 people show up for our meeting, and half of them I didn't know who they were.
Interesting.
But I give tests. I'm an FCC volunteer examiner, and we had tests Saturday. People are always taking the test and getting a license. It's much easier now than it used to be. You don't have to have Morse code.
That's something I'm going to be doing, and I haven't done it yet because I'm still taking
I've got a book that'll start you, and it gives you all the questions and answers and explanations.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Goodbye.
Eyes to the sky with your eclipse glasses on, y'all. Do it safely. Thank you, bro. And we're going to go ahead and pause here, and we're going to let them make the switch. And we've got guests coming in. Ollie's out there. I saw Ollie. Oh, my gosh. Did I see Ollie? Come on in here, young man. I got to do an ad, though. As we're making the switch here, let's talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. Yes, we have a new name for Exit Prime Realty. They were the Exit Realty Garden Gate team for so many years, but they switched that name over. What happened? It's just not complicated at all, folks. All they did was they took the office that Barry opened here on the downtown square. It's the brokerage office now for Exit. And then they took the office up in White House that Rebecca works out of. She is the agent there. And they combined them and made Exit Prime Realty. So it's the same great Exit team, just a new branch in the tree. And it's a great team. And if you've got somebody maybe that's wanting to mentor into real estate, one of my students that has graduated, I saw him working at Publix the other day. And I said, what are you doing? And he's studying to go into real estate. And so I put him in touch with Barry and Rebecca because this would be a great team for you to be a part of. If you want to call Rebecca, 615-504-7425. 615-504-7425. You can call Rebecca. They are cross-Planians. They specialize in Robertson County properties, but also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. They will be at the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. It is May 17th and 18th. I will be there as well. You're going to want to come to Kilgore Park, guys. They got a restroom now. No more portalets for the big Bluegrass Festival. It's going to be good. They've redone the barn, just all kinds of fun stuff. Barry and Rebecca are so involved in the community, great friends and great sponsors of this program. When you get in touch with them, you know what to say. Please always let Barry and Rebecca Richards know that U-Turn sent you and that their ad dollars are working. Oh my goodness. Look who's in the studio. She let the surprise out of the bag. I'll just tell you. Because, I'm guessing you were poised to come in last week. Was that the plan?
Well, actually, I was...
Pull that microphone to you, bro.
I was sick last week.
Were you?
So I'd already canceled on them because I had the seasonal funk,
It's good old gospel weekend.
Well, I got it too bad. Oh, I was so sick. I haven't been that sick in a while.
You're listening to the world's
and I had to
best
cancel
music.
on her, but
Good
then she
news
goes,
music.
because she had
Gospel
said something
music
about, she goes, I'm going to bring somebody from the crowd.
WSCI, AM
and it just
1100,
didn't hit me.
Springfield, God's
I didn't know you were
Informer.
still doing it, number one. Dr. Chris Cos is in the house, y'all. And I'm so glad to see you, friend.
You too.
And but it's so funny. And then I called her last night. I said, "No, remember, you only got a half hour because I've got Bill coming in for the eclipse. That's why I got my moon pie shirt on, y'all. I'm classy today because of the moon crossing the sun.
T-shirt in it too.
Yeah. So, and she was like, "Well, I think Dr. Cosby's coming in." I was like, "What?" Yeah, so good. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is actually, I was telling her on the way in, this is a great morning because usually I'm at the office at 7. So this is actually allowed me to take my time this morning and Stacy and I did a devotion together. Just a relaxed morning. It was very nice. So I appreciate the advice.
Are you you out of school today?
No.
Okay. Because I mean, and everybody's like, where are there? I don't know really any that are. I mean, because I've been checking around. Maybe there are a few, but everybody's like, where's the clip? But I think the kids will get more out of it if they're with their science teachers. Quite frankly. You know, and because I know, Miss Elmore, she's doing some stuff. All the science teachers are getting together and doing something right there at Greenbrier, and it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So.
And we're not the only reason we canceled 6 years ago when it was we were in totality.
Yeah.
And law enforcement had specifically said we got a lot of people coming into town, and we need our resources to take care of all of that. So it was really we weren't going to necessarily have officers. Nurses.
Yeah.
6 years ago, and it's not the deal this time. We're not along that path. So.
Yeah, we're close, 95%. So wear your glasses, look to the sky, and enjoy it. But we're here to talk about other things other than the eclipse today. We're here to talk about how did the chorale go? How did the concert go? Because I had the concert and I talked about it Friday and Saturday night.
I think it went amazing. It was one of the prettiest that I've seen. Well, we had Motown and Broadway. It was gorgeous. That sanctuary that we've converted into a concert event hall has acoustics that are magical, though.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's great. If you like that I'm going to say smaller venue where it's very personal.
Yeah.
It provides that. Yeah, seats about 100. And we did some more Broadway pieces this time. We also brought in an African American spiritual song at the end. So we did Phantom of the Opera, if you like that kind of music.
Oh yeah.
We did Tonight from West Side Story. We did Lion King.
Oh, fun!
So we had a lot of kids, especially at the 2:00 on Saturday, that really enjoyed that. And then had a song from Dear Evan Hansen, which is a Broadway musical that actually they turned into a movie.
Who did that solo?
Well, that was me.
Did you really do a solo? Oh my gosh!
Well, with the caveat that I had the opportunity. I was listed as co-director, but it really means I was like about 8th string to do that, so Musetta could play. That's really what that came. I told David C. Actually, I said it's about time that they bring in like the 2nd or 3rd stringer, but until James Story could be there. And the neat thing about James Story, which I didn't know, was he's a former band director and choral teacher from Sumner County. He was at White House High. He was at Gallatin High School. He was at Vol State. So there's a lot of people that I know now that knew James Story back when he was teaching there. Just a fabulous man, but because I think I kind of helped pick out that song, I think they felt sorry for me, so they let me sing part of it. So.
Yeah,
we'll have that on our YouTube soon.
I need to see that. Yeah, because I mean, I had whenever you first started doing that, I was like, man, I kind of want to do that, and then I got involved with the Epiphany Praise Band for Celebrate Recovery, and that just kind of knocked out me being able to do anything else. So, but I love doing that because it's contemporary Christian music all the time.
But I was going to say the one thing about the chorale, you see people that you see like every day.
Yeah, see, I think that's super cool
because the person that sang with me on "You Will Be Found" from Dear Evan Hansen is Laura Zimmer, who works down here at Westside Elementary School.
Wow.
She's one of our assistants down there, and she's with Robertson County Players. I'm sure you've met her.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
And when you see some of the talent that is out there that is singing, Lawrence singing Lion King.
Savannah Ambrose.
Oh, my goodness.
Savannah Ambrose. I think I'm a huge fan. I am.
Savannah Ambrose used to do the chorus at Springfield High School. And her husband, Brendan, was the band director at Greenbrier High.
She's amazing.
She did the Think of Me, if you're familiar with Phantom of the Opera, the aria or whatever they call it, I don't know. But the solo, that the music stops, and she has this vocal rendition that I called her Sarah Brightman for the longest time, because Sarah Brightman was the original Christine Phantom of the Opera years ago.
Right.
And when you hear her do it, from the London cast when it first came out, and you hear Savannah do it at our concert, you won't see any difference.
I have a video on my Facebook. You'll have to listen to it later.
Yeah, I've heard her, and she's amazing. I mean, just amazing. And I can't remember exactly the setting, but I heard her, and I was just like, it was just jaw dropping. She's very good. And
the last Motown to Broadway, she did Wicked.
Okay. Yep. But I think she did at one of the Christmas shows. She did a solo, and it was just incredible. If
Yes.
I think a Holy Night, did she do a Holy Night at one Christmas show, or am I thinking somebody else?
It would have been the last Candlelight Christmas.
No, this is has she only been with you guys that amount of time? 'Cause this has been a few years ago.
No, that's the very first Candlelight Christmas. That
Yeah.
first one
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
That first one. I think that's what the solo was.
Yeah, that may have been that.
Yep.
That was before I got there.
Okay, but nonetheless,
I'm kinda new to the
I
party.
think I know who you're
You were there.
thinking of.
You were there when we did it the last time at Springfield Middle School.
No, this is before. I think it's before he got involved. But,
But
anyway,
but if she sings "Oh Holy Night," I would sign up to listen.
oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure. I think I know. But anyway, nonetheless, and so what does it take to be involved in the chorus? I mean, in the chorale.
To get involved.
Well, but when do you practice, and what are the time constraints on it? Because that's always been my whole
right.
Well, we started, I guess, back in late January is when we started, and it was every Tuesday night. So there's that commitment.
Well, see, there and that's CR night for us
from 6:30 to 8.
Right.
Sometimes it's been on Thursdays before, but Tuesdays seem to work for most people this time. So
Okay.
it's every Tuesday. And then once we get closer to the performance, there might be like a practice on a Saturday
Okay.
with all the men together, sectionals as we call it.
Okay.
And it's either they're at Willow Oak or it's across the street at the church.
Okay. Well, see, I think that was the big kicker for me. It was Tuesdays just knocked me out because that's a CR night for us. So,
Right.
But well, very good. But I'm excited that you're still involved and all that. It's so good to see you. I keep thinking I'm going to see you around town. Of course, I'm not here much because I'm all over the place because all my family. I've got grandkids and I got a grandkid in Jackson. I've got 3 in Mountain Juliet. And then I've got a kid that's down in Alabama. Then I've got one out here in the Smyrna LaVern area, kind of on the edge of Nashville. So and I'm trying to get one of them to come back here and build, but it just draws you out of the county a lot.
Right.
You've got especially those grandbabies.
But
got
if you're high school age all the way up to whatever, and that's what makes it's so much fun because it does. We're singing beside 16-year-olds,
Oh, that's fun.
and 76-year-olds, and it's a
That's
lot.
so
It's
cool.
a lot of fun.
That's neat. How many do y'all have in the chorale?
29.
Okay.
29.
Sounds
Okay.
right.
Okay.
And then the concerts, there's instrumentalists.
Oh yeah.
So up to, I think last semester there was a little over 30. Now there's 29. So
That's really cool.
yeah, it's awesome.
Good stuff. But again, that's what we were going to talk about last Tuesday, and I got sick. But so we just want to. So when will the next one come up? What have you got? When will we
They'll
be able to hear?
perform at the gala.
Oh, there you go.
let's
Perfect
There we
segue.
go.
Gala.
Now we're into the gala. I had to talk to my friend. Hadn't
Of
seen him
course.
forever.
Well, and the gala
brought
as an
him.
event is really what made me start thinking about.
I remember
getting
that.
Involved.
Yep.
Because you were there.
Yep, we were there that night.
And I remember telling Stacy once we got in the car, I used to do that, and if I ever get a chance to do it again, it'd be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
and it's been a lot of fun.
That's
been
really
very
cool.
rewarding. Yeah.
So gala. Let's talk gala. When is it? Can we get tickets? Has it sold out? What's all the particulars?
April 20th, and Friday will be the last day for tickets. We've got a few tables left. We've got some tickets left. It's going to be a packed evening this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. April 20th, if you're open, let me know.
Okay.
North Nash Catering is catering this year.
Oh, wow.
4-course meal. Jessica Levesque that owns the public house. She's just wonderful. Then after that, the chorale's going to perform. We've got keynote speaker. This woman actually is a very good friend of mine. I'll go ahead and tell everybody who she is because I haven't even released it yet. Her name is Thea Jones. She is the community director at Oz Nashville, which is a cultural performance venue.
Oh, wow.
She also owns, outside of that, a creative consulting agency. So I can call her up and tell her an idea, and she's got all these wonderful ways to make it happen. So I can't wait for people to hear from her. And she's done some really incredible things with her talents. Then we have the Music City Sound joining us again for music and dancing.
They're just fun.
They're just fun.
If you've never been to anything where they've just performed, and it's just like they're just fun. And I'd love to know their story.
That would be fun.
I'd like to know their story because they've been around a while.
Well, they have a agent now helping with booking. They have an agent now helping with booking, which makes me think they're just so busy, but that doesn't surprise me. I think that they're considered Nashville's premier event and wedding band now.
Yeah.
Because they're so energetic and fun.
They really are.
They really are.
They really are. And, but they're a lot of fun. I'll have to see if I can't, get them on the phone or something and just,
We could try. I'll bring that up.
Where do they live?
Nashville.
They're in Nashville.
Yep, they're in Nashville.
They're not local. I thought maybe they live up here.
The very first gala that we had, the lead singer, his wife was in the hospital having a baby. So at any given moment, he knew he was going to have to leave, and he was still there.
I kind of think I remember that conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
But
and then we've got a silent and a live auction. It is packed this year. We've got multiple vacations, multiple experiences. We have local and regional artists that have donated works of art, some dedicated just to the event. It's gonna be awesome.
And it's a masquerade. So explain that to me.
Masquerade.
How does that work? I've never been to a masquerade.
So,
what do you got to wear?
Well, we've got so Flowers by Terrell and a couple of special sponsors are helping make this event as Venetian and as Bridgerton as we possibly can.
Oh, okay.
Is that a good way to describe it? So
if you don't know Bridgerton, what is it on Netflix? What is it on?
Oh my gosh, it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
We've got we've even got the music to match.
Oh, okay.
Oh
okay.
yes.
All right.
So and then Phantom of the Opera. So we do want everybody to wear your masks to match your dresses and just to expect a beautiful setting.
Okay.
Yes, we're kind of like a setting of Roger Bunch's dreams. There we go. That's a good way of putting it.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fun. It'll be a fun night. It's
going to be at the center.
Which is, if you've never seen the center transformed, you're just missing it.
Oh.
And the first time I can't remember what it was when I had not been in town long and somebody invited us to something and I was like, what? It was the coolest thing.
It really is.
It really is.
You forget you're at the center.
Yeah, you do. You really do. You're like the center. Oh, you just need to go. You just need to go.
But for those who say, I don't have a mask, just look at masks on Amazon.
Yeah.
And like $2.
Yeah.
$2.
You can get them pretty quickly. Yeah.
We delivered masks in plastic cellophane bags with invitations this year. It was cheaper to buy the bulk masks from Amazon than it was to send them via postage stamp.
Yep.
Yep.
So it just makes a difference. And if you've ever been down to New Orleans and you got a souvenir mask, then you're really set because they have all kinds of them down there.
I know. It's going to be so much
they
fun.
have all kinds of fun stuff down there. I remember that when we were down there right after the big hurricane doing mission work, and we went into some of the shops, and there were just masks everywhere. It was weird. But they had all kinds of real beautiful masks. So I bet there's a few that have got some souvenir masks from New Orleans.
Oh, definitely.
So in different places. But
BS Brew Works is donating, and so is Athens Distributing. So libations are donated as well, and that comes with each ticket. I said that better this time, didn't I?
Well, and here's the thing: if you've not experienced the magic of what Willow can bring to the community, you're just missing out because there's so many wonderful things. And my classroom at Greenbrier is right across the hall from one of our arts teachers, and so I'm always taking her flyers and stuff. And because the kids love it all, they just love all that stuff. So they know that this stuff is happening. One of the kids said something about being involved in an art class. I said. She said something about, my mom and I are going to do an art class together, Miss Vivio. And I said, oh, at Willow Oak? She goes, how did you know? I said,
it's so fun.
Just kind of figured. But you got something that you're wanting to share?
I was going to talk about the food because, I'm a foodie.
No, you're a food person.
And she says 4-course meal, but what you really need to know is it'll be one of the best meals you'll have all year long.
We decided to set it up buffet style, not really give an option. Most of the time, you have a veggie option, a chicken option, and a beef option. Right. So to make it easy, we wanted to create a buffet style meal, and I'll let him go because when we said that, she had it. You want to read it? You got it? Oh, you couldn't find it?
No, I've got the invite. That's
okay. That's okay. I got it.
I'll tell you what. Y'all pull it up and let me go ahead and let's take care of our last break here because we need to talk about Veterans Motorplex. I have been having some conversations with Jerry over the last week or so. And we're in racing season, okay? Racing season officially begins in March. It runs March through October. Now, we haven't had a race yet because they had some improvements to make. And rain has hit them at different times, so they've had some delays. They were really hoping they would start racing this weekend. They've pushed it off to the end of April. They're going to have a practice event on the 20th, and then hoping to have that first race on the 27th. It truly depends on the weather right now. He's invited me to come out and take a look at some of the improvements because and the reason why we're doing the ads already, even though they're not actually doing the races yet, is he wants you to know what's going on. He doesn't want anybody to think, oh, they're not going to. No, they're open, but they're doing these improvements, and it is going to be just better than ever. He's described some of it to me. It is going to be awesome. The big thing to know is get ready because as soon as they open the gates, they're going to have that $40 ticket. You can bring your whole family for $40. That will get you up to 6 kids and 2 adults in for $40. It is a family-friendly environment. There's no alcohol served. They've got a concession stand that's got all the things like the burgers and the hot dogs and the drinks and the popcorn. The kiddos, the community kids work in this place, guys, and it's just wonderful. It is just that kind of place. You're going to love bringing your family there. It is a blast. It is so much fun. A quarter-mile high-banked asphalt bull ring is the way they like to describe it. Fun for the whole family. You follow them at Highland Rim Speedway. Highland Rim Speedway. Go to the original social media posting, and then you'll find that banner, Veterans Motorplex. You'll know you're at the right place. But go and follow them on social media, and that way you'll know exactly what's going on. But we're going to keep you up to date as well. Hoping, again, first race will be now on the 27th of April. We will be checking in with Jerry, and I'm going to go out there and get some pics and just a full update on everything that's going out at the racetrack. But get ready, guys. Racing is started here is ready to go here in Robeson County, and you don't want to miss it. Be sure when you talk to Jerry, let him know you told you all about it. And one street over. Thank you for sponsoring. Okay, so let's talk menu at Gala or Gala? Is it Gala or Gala?
Tomato.
Potato. Which is it?
I don't know.
I've always said
Gala.
I've always said the Gala.
The Gala.
The Gala.
Yeah, and everybody says it different. And I honestly and truthfully, I think I say it different every time I open my mouth.
I feel like the Gala, if we say it Gala, more people feel included. We say it Gala, we start...
Okay, Dr. Causey.
But the food is fancy.
The food.
Let's give me the fancy food.
Hey, for starters, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's Gala food for sure.
Gala food. Grilled and chilled shrimp cocktail. These are starters. Roast beef bites with horseradish. Tomato bruschetta bites. And then the main course, garlic and herb rubbed filet mignon. Mediterranean pasta salad, cheddar mashed potatoes, garlic green beans, house salad, and southern rolls. And then for dessert, New York cheesecake with raspberry puree and fresh berries, scratch-made tiramisu, key lime pie with citrus glaze, and graham cracker crumble. So I know a lot of people may look at the price of the ticket and go, what do I get for that? And
well, there you go.
But the biggest thing is you can't sit out there, and you know me, I'm very transparent. You can't sit out there and say, I support the arts and not support the arts.
Yeah.
So if you see what Willow does, you should see the job that Musetta does, and all the classes and the whole crew that works so hard. And there's so many families in Robertson County that get access to things they wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Sumner every day, and Sumner County saw the program for the concert and saw the things for Willow Oak, and they say, I wish we had that here, and they've got some programs in Sumner, but nothing to the level that Willow Oak provides for the people here.
The scholarships that are available, I'll have kids that'll talk about wanting to do something. I'm like, well, you reach out to them. Why can you afford that? Reach out to them because you have a lot of scholarships and things available.
The scholarship application is at the very top of the class and workshop application. The number one part of our mission that we try to get the message across is that we turn no one away, regardless of financial situation, but also just regardless of situation. Yeah. Because some people have multiple kids. Some people have, when you start an investment like that and you get the quality instruction, and the last thing we want to do is have to turn someone away. So, that fund has always got funding in it. So we're excited for that.
So tell everybody particulars about how do they get tickets?
You can go online at willowoakarts.org. On the homepage, it'll take you right to our web page where you can buy them, but you can also call Willow Oak. You can get them, you can buy them by phone. You can buy them by mailing a check-in. All that information is on our website, on our Facebook page, or you can just give us a call. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and we're happy to answer any questions.
And and there's tables available still. You don't have to get a table. You can just get a couple of seats, one seat, and just see who you get to sit with.
Oh,
You'd be surprised.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then you can also make requests for where you want to sit. Musetta is the keeper of the seating chart, and she really coordinates that very well.
That's great. That's great.
Yes.
But sometimes it's kind of fun just to sit by somebody in a surprise, and you get to make new friends.
Yeah.
So, but what are we missing?
Well, I was even going to bring up other events. Like we've got the Multicultural Arts Fair coming up on May the 11th, which is Willow Oak is a big part of. So, those kind of events, you go, oh, these are so great that we do those. Those take money to do.
Right.
So the gala is one of those events that helps pay for that. It's the biggest fundraiser, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's one of those where, Stacy and I keep on getting in the car afterwards, and I guess this will be our third one. And when we get in the car, we always say, this is so much fun every year. And because you get to dance, find a sitter for the kids and come out and or whatever the case may be, go boogie and eat some wonderful food and see some wonderful people. And last year I was reminded of the auction last year. One of the things was to spend the day with Mayor Vogel.
Yep.
And so we were
Mayor for a day.
Yeah, Mayor for a day. So we were walking around trying to get people to bid up, and a lot of people remembered that one item on the auction. So a lot of fun, and when you see the community people that are invested in the choir, you'll go, well, I didn't know that this person could sing, and there's so many talented people.
Oh, yes.
That, Laura Darnell is one of those, and, she's a horse person. I don't know if you know Laura or not, but just to hear her sing and to hear, some of the guys, guys get a bad rap sometimes, but we've got a pretty big men's group too, and alto section's really good, and it's like if you like that at all, and you just want to have fun and sing with other people, that's and sing music outside. And a lot of times, the only time we sing is in the car or at church, and this gives you another avenue to sing Broadway. What more fun could you want?
I was so surprised that you sang. I didn't know that. I was like, what? I thought that's pretty cool.
I'm under the heading used to could.
What do you sing? Tenor, bass? What are you, tenor?
I am a low tenor, high bass, which kind of makes me a baritone, but it just depends on the day.
See, I grew up in Church of Christ, man. We sing parts. I know parts.
You do.
We know parts.
Yes, you do.
We know harmony. We know parts. So, so I grew up with all that stuff. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what part I sing. It's like, well, you just go sit and see for a little while, and we'll teach you. But anyway, so anything we're missing, guys?
We do have a special.
We need to bring Ollie in here to say hi.
Ollie back.
Come here, buddy.
Come here.
Get on in here. How old is he now?
He'll be 4 in July.
He
keeps looking at me and does this cute smile like because he knows he's being good. Come here.
Come say hi, Ollie. I love you.
You want to say hi?
Hi, darling. You're so stinking cute. Oh, my gosh. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Hi. Isn't he just a doll?
Say hi, everybody.
Say hi, everybody.
Think you want to say hi to Daddy?
Say hi, Dad.
Okay. Oh, did you see yourself?
So, you see yourself up on the screen there? Looky there. Say hi. How old are you? Mom just told me. I know.
How old are you?
You're being shy.
Are you being shy? Do you want to go back out there?
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came and said hi.
What?
You want to play hide and seek?
You want to play hide and seek? We'll play hide and seek at Mommy's work. Deal?
There you go.
We've got the eclipse today, so we'll be at Stuart Williams helping everybody decorate their viewfinders with Gateway STEM.
What is the deal there? What is going on with that?
So we have our very own, I call him our very own space guy here in Robertson County, Robert Dillard of Gateway STEM and Gateway Printing.
And he's fascinating.
Fascinating.
Him and my kid got together and they just talked forever.
We met because
Yeah.
I was at UPS getting printing and he was sending something to space. And I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "Why are you getting printing here?" So then we became
Yeah.
friends. He's setting up, just in case we have overcast, you'll be able to see what's going on from NASA with everything. Stuart Williams parking lot, there'll be educational tables set up, there'll be food vendors set up, and then
How cool.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to grab this is why he's with me today. I was like,
You want him to see it.
yes, I do want him
sure.
to see it.
Mom.
Any opportunity I can.
So,
I gotta play.
Yeah, we'll go outside and play.
you're a cute.
You've
you're a
done
cutie
so
pie.
good today.
And Dr. Causey's stealing his Tic Tacs.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's so good to
Orange
see
is
you.
my favorite.
there you go.
Yeah, it's good to see you, and
good to
thanks
see
for
you.
having us.
Absolutely. I mean, we've still got a few minutes. Anything else you want to?
Well, I guess I could tell everybody the big secret that's happening at the gala, the big surprise.
What?
So
Big secret.
he brought up the Multicultural Arts Festival, so we've kind of rebranded and geared more towards calling it an art fest. That way, again, everybody knows this is geared toward families of littles. The Chinese Arts Alliance that will be performing there are bringing their dragons and their dancers and their drummers, so they're going to have a surprise flash mob at the gala. It's going to accompany the keynote speaker, Miss Thea Jones, and then it'll be a
wow.
20-minute speaking, a huge performance. It'll be a lot of fun.
Whoa, that is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Oh, that's so cool.
So bringing a little bit of everything Willow Oak to this year's gala, and we're
That's
really
awesome.
excited about it.
Only a few tickets left, guys. If you want a ticket, you got to get on it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Get on it. Tell them again how to find tickets.
WillowOakArts.org. You can find tickets there. Just head to our WillowOakArts.org/gala, or you can stop by Willow Oak Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We will be there, or you can give us a call on our phone, 615-380-8071. We're happy to talk to you, answer any questions, talk you into buying a ticket. It's kind of what we do, right?
Awesome. Awesome. Very good.
Kingstown, have a good day.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. How
day.
sweet is that? It's the cutest thing. It's the cutest thing ever.
High five.
And just I love that y'all are doing that at Stuart Williams today for the the gala. Again,
Yes.
the official shirt is the moon pie shirt for today's eclipse. Got to have on a moon pie shirt. I got that from my friends up in Kentucky.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, they had on all moon pie stuff yesterday and had a photo op, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. I have a moon pie shirt. So that's the thing you wear today is the moon eclipses the sun. It's going to be wonderful. Be sure and view safely and don't miss it because we're not going to have another one in this area. I don't know when. But, I mean, the next one that's going to be even nearby, that's going to be a totality, is like 20 years, y'all. Don't miss it. This is cool stuff. It's science. It's fascinating. It's God. Amazing creation he's got. Dr. Causey, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
So glad to see you, and always good to see you.
Always
sweet
good
Lacey.
to see you.
Check them out at
We'll talk to
Willow
you
Oak.
soon.
All the things. We appreciate you being a part of it here at 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a fabulous day.
When I strain beneath the weight of all my worry, and I look toward the sky, Lord, send relief. When the breeze that brings the rain seems to whisper Jesus' name, that's when he becomes so real to me. When I toil with questions I cannot answer, and in my weakness wonder if he even cares. Just like the sun